Welcome back students. I hope you have watched previous two videos of this chapter and got some insight. Today's topic is digestion in ruminants. So let's start. Students, certain grass eating animals like cow, buffalo, they swallow their food directly and then re-chew it back. This type of mechanism is known as rumination and the organisms are known as ruminants. So how this ruminants complete their digestion we will learn in some detail. So these ruminants have a specialized stomach which is divided into four parts or four chambers. Number one is rumen, second chamber is known as reticulum, third chamber is known as omasum, fourth chamber is known as abomasum. I have taken this diagram from your NCERT book, but certain labeling was not there, so I labeled them for your understanding. Now how this process of digestion takes place in the ruminants. First of all, the half chewed food is taken into the first compartment, that is rumen. Yes, here it is acted upon by certain microorganisms and bacteria, and this partially digested food, now known as cud, this cud is sent to the reticulum. From here it is sent back to the mouth to be chewed again. This process is called as rumination. This re-chewing process of this partially digested food is known as rumination. Now this re-chewed food is swallowed again, and this time it bypasses first two chambers and directly sent to the chamber number 3, or it enters into the chamber number 3. Here it is broken down into smaller pieces. Finally it enters into the fourth chamber where enzymes act upon it and digestion is completed. So that's how the digestion takes place in the ruminants. Also in ruminants a special structure is present known as cecum, which has certain bacteria which helps in the digestion of cellulose, which is the main content of grass. That's why the human cannot digest grasses, because this kind of mechanism, this type of structure is not present in the human being. So that's how the digestion in ruminants takes place. Next is feeding and digestion in amoeba. So what is amoeba? Amoeba is a single-celled microorganism. It's a organism which has only one cell, and that one single cell complete all the functions like digestion, reproduction, respiration. All the functions are completed by this. So this is a whole organisms but having only one single cell. So digestion is very simple in amoeba. Here you can see certain structures, like this is nucleus, because inside the cell nucleus is always present, and certain vesicles or known as vacuole, and food vacuole actually, because these vacuoles contains digestive enzymes which help in the digestion. And the shape of amoeba is irregular, it can be of any shape. So digestion takes place in amoeba by the following processes. First of all, whenever amoeba see any food or the food is around the amoeba, it start forming the false feet, that is known as pseudopodia. Pseudo means false, podia means feet. False feet formation takes place around that food, and it finally capture that food and taken into the body. This process is known as ingestion. Taking food inside the body, that is known as ingestion. Now that food is acted upon by the digestive juices in the food vacuole. Here the food get digested. So this is known as digestion process. Then this digested food is absorbed by the amoeba. This is known as adsorption. Now this absorbed food is utilized to form certain useful substances So this process is known as assimilation, and the remaining undigested food is thrown out of the body, and this process is known as digestion. So here you can see clearly the 5 steps of nutrition: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and digestion. This takes place in the human being, this takes place in the ruminants as well as in the other organisms. Now in this chapter we covered almost everything. Certain important facts that are given in the blue boxes, you have to read them carefully, and if you have any doubt you can ask. I'm sharing one certain disease, or one such disease, that is diarrhea, which is given in the interesting fact of that, because this is very common condition. And what is diarrhea actually? You know, we pass the semi-solid stool, but in the condition of diarrhea where watery stool appears frequently, means the defecation process, the digestion process becomes very frequent, and that too in the watery form. This happens due to the food poisoning and infections. These are the main causes of diarrhea. So we have to be careful while eating. We should not consume any food which is not hygiene, not cooked in the hygienic conditions. We should not eat the roadside food which may be dangerous for us, which may cause food poisoning. It is a serious disease and it can lead to death in severe cases because it involves excessive loss of water and salts from the body. मतलब जब डायरिया अगर किसी को भी होगा तो उस केस में वो इतना सीवियर भी हो सकता है कि किसी की डेथ भी हो जाए, क्योंकि आपकी बॉडी से काफ़ी सारा जो वाटर है उसके साथ में जो मिनरल्स है, सॉल्ट्स है, वो भी बॉडी से बाहर चले जाएंगे, तो आपको काफ़ी ज़्यादा वीकनेस आ जाएगी. और दिस कंडीशन इज़ वेरी कॉमन और प्रिवेलेंट इन चिल्ड्रन, स्पेशली इन इंडिया, क्योंकि काफ़ी सारी जो जगह है यहाँ पे वो अनहाइजीनिक होती है. दूसरी चीज़, अगर किसी को मान लो डायरिया हो जाए तो उसके लिए क्या कर सकते हैं हम, क्या उसका ट्रीटमेंट क्या हो सकता है? तो जनरली क्या होता है कि उसको ORS, ओरल रिहाइड्रेशन सॉल्यूशन, which is boiled cooled water in which a pinch of salt and sugar is added, is recommended to the patient to maintain the water loss of the body. तो अगर किसी को डायरिया हो जाए तो डॉक्टर के पास तो लेके जाना ही है, बट इन द मीन वाइल आप उसको ORS, दिस इज द होम मेड ORS, can be given. Otherwise, in the primary healthcare center, the ORS pouches are also available, which can be given to the patient. So this chapter is completed from my side. If you have any doubt, any query, you can ask, you can directly call me, or you can write in the comment section. Thank you all. Have a good day.